everybody, Jesse here with Off the Hook Kiteboarding, Duotone Kiteboarding Tech Rep. I'm out here in Belmont Shore, Long Beach, where we set up our kite school, and I'm out here riding my 9-meter Neo while riding the 4-1 freeboard, 90-centimeter mast, and our Carve wing setup. I absolutely love this setup out here. It's probably blowing only now 13-ish, 14, and I'm pretty powered up on this little 9. Just goes to show how much range the Neo actually has when using a foil setup. It's just awesome. So let's go ahead and show you some things that this guy can do and why it makes it so awesome for foiling. So some things that make the Neo really good for not only surf riding but for the foil riding is its drifting capabilities. When you're doing your jibes especially, and going downwind straight your kite, as I'm kind of doing right now, the kite just kind of sits there waiting for me to put tension back in the lines, and then it responds immediately once I start to carve back upwind. So that's huge. That makes this kite really fun for foiling. It makes it great for someone who's getting out there for their first time learning their jibes and trying to get comfortable with keeping the kite up in the air if you're learning on an LEI, which makes this thing super fun. The other thing that makes this kite great for foiling as well is its responsiveness. This thing you can fly pretty much with one hand, as I'm doing now. If I need a little bit more, dive it down in the window, all with just the flick of my wrist, which is pretty awesome. The kite's just great for all around feel as well. Like, I'm getting pretty good feedback in my bar. I can always feel where that kite's at, which is awesome, especially for when you're doing jibes, tacks, and maybe you're doing some little 360s and stuff out of the kite. You want to know where that guy's at to help you out and keep me up on foil. So let's try to do some little funky turns. So along with my kite setup for the Neo, I have the medium to large click bar on 24-meter lines with our surf chicken loop with my rope spreader bar. So as you can see, as I'm riding toe side, that surf chicken loop and the rope spreader bar allows the bar to sit over farther across my body and allows me to feel more stable across the board. I don't feel like I'm being pulled off axis from the board. It also allows the bar to move freely across my stomach as I jibe and tack, which is really nice. Makes it a lot more user-friendly experience. With the bar itself, when I'm doing my kite loops coming out of my transitions and everything, and having that asymmetrical Depower line, it makes it really nice not having to worry about spinning my center lines up a ton, because I'm doing lots and lots of kite loops out here while I'm doing my jibes, and just keeps everything nice and tidy, which is pretty awesome. So I'll show you right here. Let's go ahead and do a little downwind jibe with a kite loop. Also, along with the click bar, it's great having the Depower right there on the edge, and being able to depower quickly, especially with the foils, because you can get a little bit more power than a typical board. Especially right now, the wind's actually starting to kick in a little bit. We're probably hitting, I'd say, mid-teens. We're starting to get some more white caps here in the water, which is pretty nice. Don't need to depower yet, but it is nice just having that option just right here. But the other nice thing is having that really long throw. Just makes it really nice for when I'm doing my kite loops, or if I am doing any transitions, to get that extra bit of Depower right there, especially when riding upwind. I can really get a lot more range out of the kite, and I can get quite a bit more upwind, especially on this Neo, which is our lower aspect kite. Having that extra throw really lets me sit to my harness and tack a lot higher into the wind, which is great. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my board setup that I have. So again, I'm on the 4-1 freeboard, 90-centimeter mast, and our Spirit Carve wing setup. I absolutely love this setup. It's such a fun board. The small swing weight and the light deck just make it feel like you're kind of flying across the water. It's just super playful with the foil. I can feel exactly where it's at underneath me. There's no guesswork. I do like to have my foil set up where I feel quite a bit of positive pressure underneath my front foot, which I do right now. I like that little bit of extra lift sensation, at least while I'm riding in the lighter wind and doing just free riding. But It's a great foil, especially for when you're learning your carving and stuff. It's so forgiving. Like when you're doing lateral movement across the board and going from your toes to your heels, it just kind of flows. You can see here, it's not jerky, just nice fluid motion. Makes for just such a fun ride and really awesome for light wind. That big wing really gives you that extra oomph for getting out here. I mean, I'll take my 9 in this setup out in like less than 10 miles an hour, which is great, especially for us here in Long Beach. You know, that's pretty standard for us. So it pretty much makes it so you can kite foil pretty much all year round. And again, with this combo of the Neo, great little setup. So keep checking it out.